have a hammock that's better than your Ridgerunner.
Nah, dog, I'm good.
I know what you're thinking. Is this just some cheap Chinese crap? Or is it something good?
Okay, I'm listening.
To tell you the truth, in all of this excitement, I've kind of forgotten myself. You need to ask yourself one question. Do you feel lucky? Well, do ya, punk?
Nah, I think I'm good with my Ridgerunner. Hey! I's got to know! Son of a...
There's no luck involved. I have a new hammock that is better than my Warbonnet Ridgerunner. What is it? Why, it's another Ridgerunner. Stay tuned. I'm going to tell you why I got a new Ridgerunner, the differences, and why it's better. You can see that both of my hammocks look very similar. They're both blue, but they're made out of different fabrics. My first Ridgerunner here is made out of a double layer 30D sil nylon. My new Ridgerunner is made out of a single layer 40D Dreamtex fabric. Now, when I purchased my first hammock, like I said, it was a double layer hammock, and the reason for a double layer is it has two layers underneath you, and you can slide a sleeping pad between those two layers. I now only use an underquilt and not a sleeping pad inside of my hammock. Now, when I first purchased my hammock, I weighed right around 200 pounds. And the single layer hammock has a weight capacity of 200 pounds. And the double layer has a weight capacity of 250 pounds. So I was worried about going over that weight capacity when I purchased this first hammock, and I got the double layer so I had some room there. However, I've lost weight since I purchased this one, and I'm no longer worried about exceeding the 200-pound weight limit of the single layer hammock. The Dreamtex fabric is marketed as being more comfortable. It has a grid stop weave in a diamond pattern that gives it an incredibly comfortable cotton-like feel. It has a really good strength to weight ratio, and it stretches just enough to be comfortable. Honestly, I was a little skeptical of this Dreamtex fabric being more comfortable because my first hammock that was sil nylon was already super comfortable. So I set up both of my hammocks side by side. I went back and forth to decide which one was more comfortable. And I do have to give the nod to the Dreamtex fabric being more comfortable. I also purchased carbon fiber spreader bars from a company called Ruda Lacura for about $100. And this allowed me to drop my pack weight another 7 ounces. While I may not be ultra lightweight, I feel that you really do need to invest in sleep. Because having good sleep while you're camping is going to make all the difference in the world. And when I say invest in sleep, I don't mean just money, but maybe you need to add a little bit to your base weight so you're more comfortable, you sleep better, and you'll enjoy your trip more. The Ridgerunner comes with an integrated bug net that can be unzipped and rolled down and tucked into a pocket on the foot end. The bug net is suspended with shock cord with a ring on the outside. The new Ridgerunner also has rings on the inside that allow you to attach a ridge line. My buddy Rob Pelton helped me attach my ridge line. Just remember, if you hang a ridge line inside of your Ridgerunner, remember this bug net is just hung by shock cord, which is really stretchy and really elasticy, And if you put something that weighs a lot, like a ridgeline organizer, on your ridgeline, it's going to sink down and hit you in the face or in the chest. I just put like a little light or a little lamp there and it's okay. If you're currently sleeping in a gathered in hammock, freaks, you may be concerned about not having a ridgeline organizer and having storage. I can tell you from sleeping in a Ridgerunner for years that I actually prefer having my storage in these large saddlebags on the side of the hammock opposed to laying on top of me. And the reason why I like that is I can easily reach over, look down, grab out my headlamp, grab out my socks, do whatever I want in there, and I can see in there easily and pull things out. Now, something that's a little bit different on my new hammock opposed to my old Ridgerunner, the old Ridgerunner spreader bars were attached by these metal rings. They simplified it on the new Ridgerunner where it is just a loop in the suspension that makes it a little bit simpler and a little bit lighter. Warbonnet offers 6 different suspension options for the Ridgerunner. I chose the polyester webbing that comes with buckles, and I purchased a couple carabiners. This may not be the lightest of the options, but I find it the easiest to use. The polyester straps can hold water. When you are packing up your hammock, make sure that you only stuff that dry hammock inside of the stuff sack and leave your wet straps out loose. Stuff it that way in your backpack with the straps outside of the bag, and it'll help keep your hammock dry. Now, I personally made a waterproof double-ended stuff sack to help out with this situation. I am super happy with my new Ridgerunner. It's lighter, it's more comfortable, and it allows me to have a ridge line. If you're thinking about getting a Ridgerunner and you have any questions that I didn't cover in this video, comment down below and I'll try to answer your questions. I did a video a few years back on the Ridgerunner versus a Warbonnet Blackbird XLC gathered end hammock where I compared those two. That may be helpful for you as well. Now, if you already own a Ridgerunner and you think that I'm a moron, or you want to tell people how much you love your Ridgerunner, also comment down below. Next week I'm going to be doing a video all about rain flies for the Ridgerunner. And I have a new rain fly from Warbonnet that is a Thunderfly, which is a smaller rain fly. And in 2 weeks I'm going to be talking about Underquilts for the Ridgerunner.
Go ahead and make my day. Press subscribe. Shoot out that bell notification. Check out that dumbass Midwest backpacker on Instagram and Facebook. You won't see me out on the trail if you're lucky. Punk.